Hey, what's going on, peeps? Derek here, bringing you day 20 of the 31 Days of Horror. What I got for you guys today is a film from 1995, which I've always wanted to see, but since it was never, well, it had like a DVD and VHS release, but those are very hard to come by. They're really hard to find. Very expensive if you bought them, like off eBay. But fortunately for us fans and horror fans, Synapse Films actually just released this on Blu-ray. I believe it was last week they actually released it. And I was very pumped for this release, and when I heard it and it was announced, and I wanted to pick this film up, and I have, and I've watched it. And the film in question is, of course, Mosquito. This film stars Gunnar Hansen. If you don't know who Gunnar Hansen is, he's actually the actor who was the first original Leatherface in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre film. And this film has a little few homages to that character of Leatherface and Gunnar Hansen. I'll get into those in a little bit. It also it's directed by Gary Jones and stars Ron Ashton. Who Ron Ashton is? He's actually was the guitar player for the punk rock band The Stooges, who I'm a big fan of. I'm actually a really big fan of The Stooges. If you don't know who The Stooges are, that's Iggy Pop's band from before he was a solo artist. And Ashton was really one of my favorite guitar players from that era. Which is interesting because I didn't know it was him until I watched the making of on this Blu-ray that Synapse put out. So let me get into the plot of this one. The plot's really not too hard to follow along. The main plot of this one, a group of aliens send like a meteor to Earth, and the meteor has like this radioactivity around it. What happens, it lands in like this nest of mosquitoes and mutates them into these gigantic mosquitoes, pretty much. What happens after that is the mosquitoes start attacking everyone around the campsite wood area that this meteor was crashed at. And what happens is there's a few survivors, and they have to try to figure out, well, first they're going to go in town and try to get the police involved. What happens is they get stopped by two criminals. One of them is Gunnar Hansen's character, Earl, and his brother. And pretty much it's them against the bad guys for a few scenes, but then something happened, a few things happen, they realize that they got to help each other out in order to survive this and try to stop this mosquito outbreak. That's pretty much the main plot of the film, what I gathered from it. Now my thoughts on this. First off the bat, I enjoyed this film immensely because you know me, I'm a giant creature feature fan and killer bug fan. And giant killer bug fan for that matter, because I watch all those type of movies. Yeah. For a film from '95, the effects were pretty good for what they used. They used a mixture of stop motion animation with puppetry models, you know what I mean? And it really worked out, and in some scenes, actually the Blu-ray does kind of make some of the scenes look kind of cornier than others, but you gotta expect that with older films like this. Another thing that, yeah, the mosquitoes look awesome, how the big giant stingers come out of their mouths and kill people. Great, some good death scenes in this film. There's one that was actually, I laughed out loud at, because I wasn't expecting it to end up that way, but it was really well done, and I really enjoyed it. Now, let's get into one negative gripe I have with this film. The acting is pretty... It's okay for the most part. Some people you can see are struggling. with the lines that they're delivering. Gunnar Hansen's one because he's not, well, you know, he's not really a talkative actor role type guy. He's done a few like lines here and there, but he has a lot of dialogue in this one. And some scenes is better than others, but I think he does all right for like what his character is meant to be and the way it acts. Because, you know, he did Leatherface, so he didn't really have to talk in that film. Another thing I have to say is, like, yeah, there's some funny scenes in this one. Like, the Ron Ashton's character is actually very hilarious because he's always fucking whining to the other guys, like, you only gave me 2 shotgun shells, this is all I got? And stuff like that. I really did enjoy how that went down in his character. And, yeah, this is this thrilling climax, and you know, like, you got Leatherface in a horror film about giant mosquitoes. What do you think his weapon's gonna be? There's this awesome scene where he pulls out this giant chainsaw, and the line goes a little like something like this. I never held one of these in 20 years, because this movie came out 20 years after Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is funny. And it's really, like, I really enjoyed that about it, like the scene. And you just want to see Gunnar Hansen saw down some mosquitoes when that scene, after that scene comes up. Because you know it's coming, because it's Leatherface. And it's just awesome, and I really enjoyed, like, the climax of this film. So, is Mosquito, like, an amazing film? Not by any means. It's really fun, and it has some great effects in it. Is it worth checking out? I say so. If I had to rate Mosquito, I'm going to give it a solid 7 out of 10. I had fun with it. It's a blast. It's not the greatest film ever, by any means. But it has heart, and the filmmakers, and it aged well with the heart. And it has some fun moments, and the creatures look awesome in it. I highly recommend this Blu-ray from Synapse. It has a great making-of featurette with the cast and crew, and it's really awesome. 7 out of 10 for Mosquito. Highly recommend it. Alright guys, that's all I got for day 20. Can't believe there's only 11 more days left of October. I remember when I started this series, I'm like, oh god, this is going to be slow as hell, but it's really driving by fast. So I'm hoping you're enjoying the reviews. I got a few other ones planned. I'm actually doing a few little side projects in between. Not because I just want to do some other stuff in this on my channel besides the 31 Days of Horror. So I'm giving you more content, of course. And I hope you're enjoying, like, all my other content I'm going to be giving you for the last few times of October. But the series is ending soon. 11 more days. Got a few more films to show you guys, so I hope you enjoy this series. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.